Assalamualaikum and good greetings. So today I'll be watching a video titled Social Media Dangers Exposed by Mom Posing as 11-year-old. This video was posted on February 2020, that's 1 year ago, and already have 17 million views, right? So this is by Bark. I'm not sure what channel is this, but YouTube suggested it and it seems interesting from a parent perspective. So without further ado, let's watch. All events and text messages shown are real. Some viewers may find this content disturbing. Okay, so this must be, I should have a disclaimer also here, right? Meaning that I think hopefully you have read this. All the events and text messages shown are real. Some viewers may find this content disturbing. So viewers' discretion is advised. Hopefully my video reaction is okay and not flagged.
I never thought I would be chasing child predators. It was 2 years ago when our team intercepted conversations between a 12-year-old girl and a 40-year-old pedophile. He wasn't just talking to her, he was abusing her, coercing her, collecting images and videos, and no one in her life, her parents, sixth grade teacher, or friends, knew what was happening. I have a sixth grader of my own. I have 3 kids, actually, but you don't have to be a parent to be devastated by this. I work for a tech company that uses artificial intelligence to detect issues like grooming and sexual predation, and this is something we see constantly. These abuses are occurring quietly and mostly go unreported, and we want parents to know exactly what we know about what happens online. So we made a plan.
A man has been arrested for allegedly raping a 15-year-old that he met over Snapchat.
Instagram has become the #1 social media site.
At the top of the free download.
We've also seen firsthand the predatory symbiotic relationship that exists between Instagram and Snapchat.
We would create a fictitious 15-year-old girl, complete with a believable social media identity, put her online, and document how long it would take for a predator to approach her. But creating a person out of thin air is complicated. We needed photos, but we knew we couldn't use an actual teenager. It would have to be someone on our team. I'm 37, but our graphic designers assured me that with the wonders of photo manipulation, they could magically make me look over 2 decades younger. We bought clothes and accessories, studied body language and facial expressions.
Okay, that was my thought, my question first, right? There must be some girl that have to be used, because people, when they find for these girls, hopefully it doesn't happen to anyone that we know, but in these cases, right, they will search for those who have authentic photos, right? So my initial thought is, okay, which child will be the person to borrow images from, etc., because it must be there to be believable, right? So apparently they have a way to manipulate photos to make someone look young, I guess.
We methodically covered and edited signs of aging, wrinkles, weight shifts, and stretch marks. Meanwhile, we coordinated with federal, state, and local law enforcement. Then we built a story around her, a history, a family, a social circle. Libby was born in 2004 and is a sophomore who recently moved to Indiana. We created multiple online accounts for Libby, prominently displayed her age, and posted typical teen content. We even created virtual friends for Libby who would comment on her posts.
Yeah, that is interesting, because all the questions straight away being answered by this video, right? Because all of those have to be there, because if you personally try to, but I think that may also work as well, right? If you just create a fictitious account that is not really that believable, that doesn't have, because when you sue and there's no interaction, there's no friend commenting, that is less believable. But I think even that can have something that's going on, right? But this is quite, meaning, you really frame a reality or build a reality that movie like stuff, right?
With everything in place, we would launch the project, give it a few months, and see if anyone would buy it. So we hit the button, and Libby went live.
That's interesting, video chat, because I would assume those predators would, find a way to do that, right? And is there any way for them to cover that, right? Because if it's a written chat or pictures, they can edit those stuff, right? I'm not sure whether they will have something for the video chat.
Within the first hour of posting on Libby's accounts, 7 adult men contacted her. By the end of 9 days, that number was 92. The conversations ranged in severity from making sexual comments to sharing and requesting explicit photos and videos to manipulation and threats. The onslaught was so massive, it took 5 of us playing Libby full-time to keep up.
I would assume that would be the case, right? Because I'm not sure how to say this properly, but I would assume for any guys out there, you would assume this kind of numbers, right? Meaning that if you just make a fake profile of not to say weird, it's just a simple fake profile, that will already attract something. What more when you do something like this that have a whole reality built? I'm surprised it's not in the 100 or 1,000.
We decided to move off-site where we could scale up the operation and gather as much information and evidence as possible. Since Libby is 15, men might try to falsely justify their actions towards her because of her proximity to adulthood. Would parents question, where's the bar? Would a 13-year-old face the same barrage of predators? A 12-year-old? How young could it possibly go? The graphics team transformed me into 11-year-old Bailey.
Okay, so initially they because the title is saying 11 years old, but just now when it says sophomore, I did think, wait, what? But now, as the story progresses, it makes sense now, meaning that at 15, they already have a lot there, but it might still be, the question that was raised just now, right? Meaning that it doesn't really show, or someone can easily justify that age is already basically adult, something like that, right? So they lower the age to see if there are still predators going for it.
Bailey is afraid of the dark. She hasn't had her first crush yet. She's still prepubescent. A parent might assume Bailey would be insulated from any sort of predatory attack. We launched our 11-year-old persona online.
444 and go.
They time it.
One like from a guy whose profile photo is a penis.
So
let's say
1 minute and 7 seconds. We have a message request.
Although sorry, 2 more requests just came in. How much time? 1 minute and 40 seconds?
Yeah.
That is crazy how fast.
How old are you? You go to the profile, you know that is a child. It also says in the profile that the child is in 6th grade.
Another one.
It's just lighting up, like the inbox is just boom, 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 boom.
An incoming video call in less than 5 minutes.
I can't see you. Don't be shy.
They all say don't be shy.
I was wondering how they will play it out, right? Because if you answer, what do you show? But she you know, you just do not show the face just now, right? But it already show what is the intention of the other guy.
Few parents know just how dangerous these platforms are for so many kids. So we brought some on site so they could see for themselves. 11-year-old Bailey's persona was approached with an even more disturbing level of manipulation and requests.
Okay, this.
While the majority of the abuse happened from a distance, our child profiles also received requests to meet up in person, especially our 15-year-old persona.
The thing is, you know, for any parent that see this kind of thing, would they ever let the kids have their own phone? You know, what is it's because when I you know, I know my primary school daughters have friends that have phones, right? It surprises me, but
28-year-old Keith was relentless. Like the others, he took no issue with Libby's age. He shared explicit videos of himself. He treated the virginity of an underage girl as a prize to be stolen. It was a tough decision, but if Keith wanted to meet Libby in person, we would let him. We synced up with our law enforcement contacts, and within 24 hours, we were on the ground and ready to meet. We already had evidence of what he had done online, but was he willing to carry things out in real life? We knew 37-year-old me attempting to pass for 15-year-old Libby would be a challenge. But I would wear a hat, a lot of makeup, and a big sweatshirt, and see if he showed up.
How you doing?
Good.
Okay. Is it what you expected?
Well, yeah.
So you going upstairs?
Wait, so do you want to go for a walk first?
Okay. What's wrong? Why you're not trying to rush upstairs?
What was that?
Why you're not trying to rush upstairs?
I don't know, I'm a little nervous.
Now let's go upstairs then. Don't be nervous.
I've never done anything like this before, so I'm a little nervous.
It's the first for everything.
Yeah.
Don't be. I'm not gonna rush you. We just go upstairs and talk.
Okay. Have you ever?
Be shy.
Are you okay with me being 15?
I've never done it.
Oh.
But it's okay. I like to gentle, make you comfortable. I don't want to just get all the feeling and just, you know what I'm saying?
Are you hungry?
I'm trying to dodge it. Let's go upstairs.
Cyber tips coming in from the National Center for Missing and Exploited.
Bark turns over these potential child.
that is so chilling, right?
Predators to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Using the app has led to arrests like this one in Florida last year.
The brutal reality is that a predator doesn't have to be in the same room, building, or even country to abuse a child. Libby and Bailey may not be real, but they represent countless children who are being sexually and psychologically abused, both online and in real life. I think about how I would have felt as a young, impressionable child. I would have kept the abuses to myself for fear of being shamed and blamed. I would have suffered with it, secretly and quietly.
Hey, Mama. Hi, did you have a good day?
Yeah. Mama?
Yeah.
I was wondering, so in 2 more days you're gonna come back?
That's right.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too.
Our work has led to numerous arrests, but it's a drop in the bucket. Our work, nor the work of law enforcement or legislation, will ever be able to protect children as well as engaged parents and guardians can. When asked, my advice for parents is to talk to your kids early and often. Know what apps they're using and with whom they're communicating. When facing crisis, kids need a soft place to land. Make sure they know they can come to you for help.
Wow. I do not know what to say. I think if you are a parent and you see this video, you know, you know the I don't know, because nowadays kids on their phone, especially on the phone, because in my household obviously the kids do not have phone, but they sometimes use the tab for the class and sometimes use the laptop for class, right? But after that they open games, etc., etc. And the thing is, sometimes we do not know what one thing can lead to another, right? For example, even apps, game apps in a tab can have, you know, advertisement of suddenly an apps of like those things, right? The famous one, Instagram or TikTok, or there are many others that is like instant messages to others, things like that. So and given that most parents are so busy and we couldn't catch up with what exactly are they doing online, right? Anyway, that is so chilling, and hopefully as a society, because there's two things about this, to finish this off, right? One is for our own kids, how to make and ensure everything is safe. Another one is what is happening to the society at large. Why are there people like this that do not feel guilty to, you know, victimize people? What do you think? Because I'm lost for words now. I do not know what to say. It's just scary thoughts, or you know. So that's the end for this video. Thank you for watching. Do share your thoughts on this. I really, meaning especially if you have any tips, any insights, or any, you know, opinion on how to ensure things get better. Thank you for watching. See you next time.